Good morning, Hawthorne High School. This is Thomas DeMayo. I am the interim principal here this year. I'm excited to be here. I'm a Hawthorne grad, so it's great to be back in the hallways here, and I'm looking forward to this very unique school year, but can't wait for you guys to get back here. So we're going to go over the schedules today. Hopefully this video will help clarify some of the things that some of the questions that people have been asking. And we can talk a little bit about the remote learning and what you are required to do and when. So let's take a look at our hybrid schedule. So first of all, we have three different cohorts, right? We have cohort A, which we're calling the Kodiaks. We have cohort B, which we're calling the Grizzlies. And then we have our remote students, what we are calling the Yetis. Okay, Kodiaks will generally be coming in on Mondays and on Thursdays, Grizzlies on Tuesdays and on Fridays. And on Wednesday, everybody is remote, all three cohorts. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Yetis a little bit later, but right now we're going to just focus on the Kodiaks and the Grizzlies. So on a Monday, the Kodiaks will be in. They're going to go to classes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each class, as you can see, is about 60 minutes in length. Okay. While the Kodiaks are in school, the Grizzlies are at home. Okay. You guys are going to be at home. You are going to be doing what is considered asynchronous learning. Basically, what that means is you don't have a specific schedule at that point in time. However, you are responsible to go into your Google Classrooms of your scheduled teachers to see what it is that they're asking you to do. They may be posting a lesson, a video, a tutorial. They may be posting an assignment, maybe some reading. Whatever it is that your teachers are asking you to do while at home, you are responsible to go do that. But you're not on any specific time schedule to be anywhere in particular. But you are still responsible for all the work. Most of the teachers may be saying, hey, this is what we're going to do when you come into school. So be prepared to have a discussion or be prepared to have this assignment ready for me to collect. All right. So then we will skip on down, right, at the end of the day, and we're going to be dismissing through a staggered time, and you're going to you're going to exit the door in which you entered. So in the morning, freshmen are going to enter the auditorium. The freshmen are going to enter the gymnasium door in the front of the school, the sophomores in the main front door, and the juniors in the auditorium door, and the seniors on the back side of the school by the cafeteria door. Those will be the same doors you exit at the end of the day. Now, we are offering a service through Pontonian this year where you can pre-order your lunch. When you pre-order your lunch, the lunch will be available for you to pick up at the door that you are exiting. So you can go online, order your lunch, it'll be paid for, pay for it. And then all you need to do is on your way out, look for your lunch bag, and you can order your lunch for that day, or you can order it for the week. And you might have several lunches to pick up, but you can pick it up right at the door on your way out by the door that you have entered. Okay, so after we get out of school, everyone's going to have a lunch break, and then teachers are going to have some time to prep for their afternoon classes. So let's get to the afternoon classes. And now, Yetis, you can join in because this is important for you as well. Starting at 1:50, okay? Starting at 1:50, all three cohorts, all three of them. That means the Grizzlies, the Kodiaks, and the Yetis, you are required to be online at 1:50. You will be going to your 5th period course, and your teacher will be live remotely teaching your 5th period course at that point in time. All right, and then at 2:20, all three remotes are going to be in period 6. All right, at 2:20, okay, everybody will be in period 6. We understand that, hopefully. All right, so now we move to Tuesday. And now we have our Grizzlies in school, and our Kodiaks are at home. Grizzlies will now go periods 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same process again. You can pick up your lunch on your way out. All right. While the Grizzlies are in school, the Kodiaks are at home doing their asynchronous learning. Now, it might be doing a follow-up assignment that they had on the day before. It might be their period 8 teacher wants them to do some reading. Whatever it is, you are responsible to go to the Google Classroom site of your teachers and find out what it is that they're requiring. Again, might be just watching a lesson, taking notes. It may be doing an assignment, reading, whatever it is that they want you to do. Okay, we have our breaks in the following in the midday, and then the Yetis, the Kodiaks, and the Grizzlies at 1:50 will now be in period 7, and then followed by period 8. Then we go over to Thursday. We go over to Thursday, and our Kodiaks are back in, and they're going to follow 5, 6, 7, 8, while the Grizzlies are at home doing their asynchronous learning. And then everybody again at 1:50 is we are required to be online for period 1, then period 2. Friday, our Grizzlies are now in, and they're going to do their 5, 6, 7, and 8 in school. Kodiaks are doing their asynchronous learning at home. And again, starting at 1:50, they are now going to be in period 3, and then in period 4 at 2:20. Okay. Anytime you are required to be on a remote session, this is just like being in class. You must be available, on time, camera on, in order for you to be considered present. If you are not on time, it will be a late, just like any other class. If you're not there or your camera's not on, you'll be considered absent, and all attendance policies apply. Also, I sent home yesterday some more information, and I also sent home some online etiquette. We're requiring you to be dressed as if you're in school. You should be in an area where there's no distractions, preferably against a wall that is fairly blank, until Google Meet has the ability to put a backdrop behind you, so all we see is you and nothing else. That should be coming sometime in September. All right. You should be paying attention just like you would in class. So all classroom rules are going to be applying. And so we want to make sure that this is a much better experience as far as learning is concerned. Okay, so now we're going to slide down here to Wednesdays. And on Wednesdays, all 3 cohorts are now in remote. As you can see, at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, the teachers are going to be doing some prep, so you don't have to start until 9 in the morning. All right? So at 9 in the morning, you're going to go to your period 1 class remotely. And then you're going to follow the schedule. Right? With a 5-minute break between classes, you're going to run your entire schedule, periods 1 through 8. And this will be all 3 cohorts together in their class with their teacher. Okay? Again, you're to treat this as if you are in class. So you need to be on time. You need to be available. You need to be paying attention, and all the other rules that apply. And make sure you're dressing appropriately. We don't want to see you in your bedroom with pajamas on, because the teacher is going to just shut you down, knock you off the meeting, and you will be considered absent. All right, Yetis, let's pay attention here. So we have made some changes, so make sure you look at the schedule that was sent out yesterday. With a lot of kids still trying to make a decision on what they're doing, we had to modify some things and change some things around. All right. So what's important here is to take a look at these times. So we're starting on Monday. So Monday at 8:08, if you have an English 3 class, you are required to be online. Let's not look at the teachers right now, okay? That's not important yet. It does not matter if you have Mrs. Schlossberg or not. If you have English 3, you are going to be remotely being taught. Mrs. Schlossberg will be teaching it. It does not matter if she's your scheduled teacher or not. You are required to be there. Now, you may have Miss Schlossberg. If you don't, that's okay, because Mrs. Schlossberg is going to be working with your scheduled teacher to make sure that you're getting the information that you need to successfully keep moving in your course, so that when you go back to your normally scheduled teacher, you should be right on par with everybody else. Okay? And then at 9:13, so open this up just a little bit better. Okay. At 9:13, anybody who has chemistry, all right, is again supposed to be online, and Mr. Hurley will be doing the teaching whether you have him or not. All right, at 11:23, Mrs. Fadden will be teaching Algebra 2. Anybody with Algebra 2 should be online, and Mrs. Fadden will be teaching it. Okay, again, if you don't have Algebra 2 with Mrs. Fadden, that's okay. She's coordinating with her other teachers, and you are required to be online. All right. Again, Algebra 1, even though Mrs. Zaransky will be the teacher, she's an Algebra 1 teacher. If you don't have her, that's okay. She's coordinating with your teacher. So at 11:23, if you have Algebra 1, you should be online, and Ms. Zaransky will be getting you the lessons that you need to stay along with your class. Then we get to the afternoon, and like we said earlier with the hybrid schedule, here we go. At 1:50, you should be in your period 5 class, and you'll be with your other classmates from the other cohorts. So all the Grizzlies, the Yetis, and the Kodiaks will all be together in period 5, and that will be with your scheduled teacher that you have on your class, on your schedule. Then at 2:20, you are now in your period 6 class with all your other friends from your period 6 class, right? All 3 cohorts will be there. So we'll slide now down to Tuesday. On Tuesday, 8:08, anyone with biology is to be online, then with physics, English, AP physics, and so on. Again, these teachers may not be your teacher, but it does not matter. You are required to be online. Then in the afternoon, you have period 7, and then you have period 8. On Thursday, we have our AP language. Okay, again, these are the times that they're meeting. This is the course, whether you have that teacher or not. This is the course that you should be there for. All right. And then again in the afternoon, periods 1 and periods 2 meet. And then here we go down to Friday again. You'll be meeting at 8:08. US 1 will be taught by Mr. Schneider. Whether you have Mr. Schneider, it does not matter. He coordinates with all the other US 1 teachers. And here's the rest of the schedule and the times in which you're required to be online. And again, there we go. There is our Friday afternoon required courses. So hopefully this clears things up for you. This was sent out yesterday with the changes, so make sure you check it. For parents, there is a site that we have developed on the high school library. It is for the parents. I put it in the letter yesterday, how to get there. But if you go to the high school website and then you go to the library site, you'll see general information. You can slide down. There's a site for kids, and then there's a site for parents, and there's some tutorials and some tips on how to do certain things that the kids might be having some questions with on how to navigate. There's also a bunch of online resources, both for students and for parents, to help with the remote learning. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call or email your teacher. You can contact your guidance counselor. You can call or email the general office so that we can try to help you navigate it. Everybody will be on remote on Wednesday, the 9th, and so we can get some more of those questions answered by your classroom teachers, and they can kind of talk to you a little bit more about what to expect, when to expect it, where to find it, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this will get us started. Looking forward to seeing the Grizzlies on Tuesday, September 8th, and then on our Kodiaks on Thursday, the 10th. And I wish you all a lot of luck through the school year. Obviously, it's not how we want to do things, but this is the best that we could do to try to get us back safely, and begin working back to our learning, which is so important. So I want you all to stay safe, and I can't wait until I get an opportunity to meet all of you. Thank you very much. Stay safe.